Hello boys and girls, it's Brian with BG Model Workshop, and this is going to be an update on our 1951 Henry J. Gasser that we're doing for the N.Y.S. Gasser and Dragster group build. And we're going to do this as quickly as possible, so let's not hang around. Here's our body. We got our first coat of primer on there to let us know how we're doing, and it's not doing too bad. And I decided to go with an interior color of a pearl white, and we can see a little bit of a shine there. And since we're doing the outside of the car, a metallic medium to light green, I thought a pearl white interior would look smashing, especially since we're doing a red roll bar. And I did add these bars here along the back and the support bars there. So I thought that was going to look cool, and because that was going to look cool, I did the dash in red also, and I just simplified the dash panel by blacking it out and then adding a decal on there of a tack. And then our seats, I did the kind of like a little bit of a bomber style. We did aluminum backs and then did a tan cushion insert. I'm not sure if a black wash will help bring that detail out at all. Maybe. But it's kind of looking like a baseball glove already, so I don't know. And then I tried my hand at doing some seatbelt decals, which look a little too toyish to me. I'm not too happy with those. We'll let them cure up and see how it goes. And then here's our door panels. We got our door cards painted, and then the door frames, the inside of the door frames painted also. And then a primer on the outside, color on the inside. And the reason why we're waiting for doing color on the outside is because of the nose. It's a forward flipping hood, so this is all one solid piece. And we're having some issues with, where are you? There you are. Having some issues with how these gaps right here came out, because the mold for the parts, I'm sure it's very, very old. So I'm not saying anything against the production of this, because it is what it is. But there was holes right through here, and we used some sprue glue to fill the holes. And now I have to go back and scribe in my panel lines to these areas here. And I'm not the best panel line scriber on the planet. I'm actually probably one of the worst. It's one of the reasons why I stopped building aircraft. But that and everything I had was 1/72nd scale, and it's just too small. But yeah, so we're trying our best to clean up these panel lines here so that we can get another coat of primer on there, let us know how we're doing, and then move on to body color. Here's the interior pan. It's all done up in the pearl white. And the package shelf will be body color also. So I think that's going to look pretty cool. But I did the bottom pearl white also, and I think with a nice light wash, that'll bring out all this detail that we're seeing here highlighted. And speaking of the bottom, we decided to go, we pappy-ized our frame here. We got a nice looking red coat on there. I love this color. And I did my shocks in black because everything was all glued together, and you have to, on this particular kit, in my opinion, you have to glue everything together so that your geometry is right on the back end, and then paint it. The front end can be glued on a little bit later. But you need to, you can't, this is one of those deals where you can paint and then go back and scrape off paint and then glue stuff together. You need to glue it all together at once in one shot and then paint it. And I did make the mistake of attaching my radiator and support a little too early, because now I'm going back and having to do a black paint job on that, and the red's just eaten through that. So it's a powerful, powerful red color. But that's only one coat of black on there. Maybe the second coat will get that sorted out. But it's got a nice gloss to it. And you know, Gassers, in my opinion, Gassers are those cars that go fast and look crazy. So let's take a look at the bottom here real quick after mocking this up a little bit. It does have good locator lugs on the bottom. I do appreciate that. So that's pretty wild looking, right? So I tried to go with a wild color for the engine block also. We're using this racing blue color. I wanted to do some sort of blue because it is a Ford engine block, and we're doing some aluminum pickouts here and there on the engine, and then the valve covers I might do those flat black. I kind of like that look sometimes, especially with Hemis or the 427 single red cam engines. I kind of like that flat black look on there. So we'll see how that goes. And then let's see what else we got going on. Oh, tried decaling our firewall. It didn't come out too well. So we have the nail art that Tom from Rambler 69 suggested that we try. And my wife was able to find a couple of boxes of that stuff on the Amazon, so we're getting that in the mail sometime soon. And we got all of our holes drilled on the engine block for our spark plugs, our distributor. We're going to do solder headers on this as well. And we're planning on, because of how the engine sits in the frame, it sits very, very low. You see this right here? That's the mounting bracket for the engine. So we're planning on having I think I actually have a mock-up piece someplace around here. Yes. So bear with me for just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. So we're going to do a header that's going to come up and corkscrew around and then dump out heading towards the tarmac. Kind of like that. And that should clear our frame just fine. And if we get the other three going in that direction and then kind of have them come into a collector, that's going to look sweet. And then because it's going to be so prominent, we'll try bluing it a little bit, doing some heat staining. Don't quote me on that, but that's an idea. All right, boys and girls, that's it for the Henry J update. Thanks for tuning in, and if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Picked up a couple more subscribers this week, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye now.